All right. So, last part of this segment, let's ask a question that not many people probably ask: is do you allow or not allow multiclassing in your D&D games?
Yep. So, I mean, there's a lot of variables to think here. Obviously, we've gone through a bunch of them. Yeah. And the game can change drastically depending on this decision.
Yeah.
And it's definitely something that should be made between the players and the DM as well.
Yeah, during session 0.
During session 0. Always have a session 0.
Yeah, because it's a variant option, and, in session 0, you should definitely say whether you're going to allow multiclassing or not allow it.
Yeah.
And personally, every session I've ever ran, I have allowed multiclassing, but I honestly think the next game I run, I'm not going to allow multiclassing just because I want to see what players pick and choose when it's not on the table. Just out of curiosity, just to see what the game is like when this is what happens.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
And my thought is that multiclassing should be allowed because I think the good outweighs the bad of multiclassing. There are more fun things to do when you add more to the game. And the fact that somebody can break the game because they pick up a few levels is not a good enough deterrent to keep a player that is going for a fun concept that can create so much enjoyment at the table to tell them no. So I feel multiclassing should be there and should be allowed.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely agree with that statement, for sure.
I would be interested I haven't played... I played a few characters that are pretty much singular. My last monk was all monk. I didn't delve into anything else and try to. But it would be interesting to see a campaign, being a veteran of 2 decades now, that is nobody plays anything but the one class they pick. That would be interesting. Now, the vice versa for other people, if you play campaigns that you only allow one class, you never allow multiclassing, give it a shot. It's typically not as bad as you think it would be.
Yeah.
And it does add a little more fun and gives everybody more options. It really does.
Yeah, it definitely gives people more options. But, I mean, at the same time, I could definitely see people having harder choices to make if multiclassing is not an option.
I agree. I mean, it's one of those it could be too much of a good thing, or maybe because you have so much, you're not getting to see what could be great.
Yeah.
It's like, what's painted on a wall, maybe there's something behind the wall that's more important.
Yeah.
Because it's been walled over with all this multiclassing. Well, let's check out what's behind that nitty gritty of the rule system, see where it's supposed to be at.
Yeah. Or maybe you put a stipulation on it, so if you want a multiclass, you have to role play it. You have to describe, you have to, put this in there. But another thing, a question I'd be interested to hear your opinion on is, would you be okay if a player multiclassed into something that didn't make sense, and because of that, you took away their powers? What if you did have a paladin and a warlock, and they were 2 different patrons?
That's a tough thing, because I am usually more in the stand of I let my players typically do what they want with what they do. But I feel like in that case, I would have to force them to explain in good detail why this is happening, or else they can't do it.
Yeah, or they have their paladin deity is one thing, but then they pick up a patron that is the very opposite, or maybe they're trying to say that their paladin and their warlock patron are the same, but they're kind of butting heads. They're going against it.
Could be like they worship the god of light, but yet their patron is undead deity.
Yeah.
Or undead creature like Asarak or something like that. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why? No, you can't do that. Pick something else. Because it's not going to make any sense here, and the fact that you're putting that question in my mind is going to screw up my DMing. That I have to explain this and force you to explain on regular times. I don't think so. I think I would actually have to tell them no.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it'd be interesting. It's like, okay, you want to do that? Now your paladin powers are gone because you're choosing this undead patron. You know, you know, a demi lich is your patron, and this is why you're going for that. And it's like, no, like you're a paladin of light, bro. No, sorry.
It's interesting. Maybe somebody else can answer that for me.
Yeah.
Y'all can give that question a try.
All right, take care.